Good afternoon, everybody. I'd like to get started with South Africa's press conference ahead of the World Cup semi-final against Wales on Sunday here in Yokohama. I'm joined to my left by assistant coach Mzwandile Stick and to his left, Handré Pollard. And if you could please raise your hand and wait for the microphone as we are on translation. The first question just here. Thank you.
Question for both of you. Liam Williams of Wales has been ruled out of the game. And I just wondered, and Lee Halfpenny will start at fullback. I just wondered what your thoughts were on that and how big a loss you think he is for Wales, the fact Liam Williams isn't playing now.
Yeah, first things first, William Williams is a quality player. We know that he's a very dangerous player, very good running out backline player, and it's a big blow for them. But once again, you're replacing another quality player with a world-class player like Lee Halfpenny. So it's going to be a tough challenge for us. He's got a good boot. He's got a good running game. So, yeah, but we'll be well prepared come Sunday. Paulie?
Yeah, pretty similar. I think it is a big loss for them. He's been playing some great rugby, but I think you get the class of the Halfpenny coming in. I mean, there's no worries for them, I think, in that position. I think it doesn't change our plan. I don't think their plan will change dramatically. We'll still just prepare the way we did.
Just wait for the microphone, thanks.
Handré, with Lee Halfpenny, he's quite an accurate goal kicker. Does that in some way put a bit more pressure on you?
No, not really. He's a world-class goal kicker. We all know that. That's no secret. But it's on the day, you know. We all know it's going to probably come down to a kick or a drop goal. It's semi-final rugby, so you got to be on target every time. You must try your best to be on target every kick you kick. And if it's not to beat, it's not to beat. But I'm sure it's going to come down to a kick.
Handré, it's now Cheslin, Trevor and Jesse. Do you agree that groups rather than teams win World Cups?
100%. There's no doubt about it. We had that mindset from day one. It's a 31-man effort, and even the 7-8 boys that were on standby back home that's already coming to the squad, we're ready. So it's part of the game. Luckily, we didn't do Cheslin for good. Could be back next week. So Sabu coming in, we've got all the trust in him in the world. He's an unbelievable young talent, and I'm sure he's very excited to showcase to the world what he can do.
Just keep your hand up. There we go, thanks.
Question for Handré. Have you resigned yourself to the fact that the game will be played in the wet? And if so, does that embolden you in terms of the way you've selected your team the last couple of games?
We didn't select our team based on weather for sure, but I mean, going with a 6-2 split certainly helps if it's wet. We know it's going to be a big set-piece battle and gain line battle, whether it's dry or wet. So we prepared for that. It looked like it's going to be wet on Sunday as well. So we'll see Sunday when we get up how it looks and what it is. But we're not going to prepare around the weather. Whatever comes our way, we'll handle it. I think our game plan suits dry weather and wet weather pretty well. So there won't be any major adjustments with regard to the weather.
Okay, one here, next one there.
Handré, I was just wondering if you could explain to us a little bit about your relationship with Faf and the role he plays between that big pack that you just mentioned there and the guys. How important that role is between the two of you?
Oh, it's massive. I think we've grown a lot the last couple of years playing together. Really gelled together pretty nicely. He's an unbelievable rugby player. I've got a lot of respect for him on and off the field. He takes a lot of criticism, of course, out in the media, but he just plays what we believe in, and he does what we believe in, and he does it unbelievably well. So I'm sure it'll be brilliant again on Sunday. With regards to our relationship, it's great playing with him. Really enjoy it, and I hope we can do it for a long time to come.
Mm-hmm.
Handré, on a sort of similar theme, how, as a sort of fly half, do you sort of see the balance between the way South Africa want to play when a maul makes 50 metres? Are you just encouraging it on, happy to see it go, or is there any part of you that wants to sort of release all the speed in your backs?
We got that thread loaded, but if your boys are mauling and handling the set piece like our boys are at the moment, you're not going to stop you're not going to fix something that's not broken or change anything. So it's no secret, the set piece battle coming on Sunday. I'm sure we'll be much tougher handling it this week around compared to last week. But for now, as a fly-off, you just let the boys go, you know. Just keep them going forward. It's my responsibility to keep our big boys running forward for majority of the game. When you start turning around, it takes a lot out of your forwards. They use a lot of energy, so try to keep them staying on the front foot as long as possible. And then when we get the opportunities to get our maul going or our set piece going, just make sure they're ready and ready to go.
Okay.
Yeah, question for both of you guys. I imagine you've seen some of the shots of the game, the clips of the game against Japan, where the camera went on the Springbok supporters, and to a lot of people in the kind of who maybe don't see as many Springbok games as you guys do, it looked like a very racially diverse crowd of people who've come to support the Boks. What does that mean to you?
Yeah, it's very special. That's who we are. We, as South Africans, we've got a lot of different backgrounds, but the moment we get united, then we are a very powerful group. If you look at the languages amongst our team, we've probably got about more than 4 languages in our team. And you know what, we as team members, as coaches and players, we're more comfortable in any language that the players wants to communicate and express themselves. And then you saw also when it comes to on the stands, a lot of singing, a lot of vibe. And that is something that it's in us as South Africans, you know. That's how we express ourselves. When we're happy, we sing. When we're sad, we sing. So that's a nice thing about being a South African. And it's always good to see our supporters coming all the way from home to come and support our side here. And then also to mention, there's been a lot of good support from the Japanese people, you know. The vibe, they've been good to us. And then, like I always say, is that it's surprisingly, everywhere we go, you know, more especially at the airports, there will be people waiting there with banners and signs and the kids, you know, and to see those smiles on those kids on the streets also when they see our players. So that is something that we live for, you know, to make sure that we unite not only South Africans, also the world, you know.
Andre?
Whatever you said. Nothing more to add to that.
Sticks, Jason Colby and Makazole Mapimpi have grabbed the headlines, and rightly so, their performances. Now Sabu's getting his opportunity in a big game, and he's done some great things as well in the Springbok jersey. But now at the World Cup, is he keen to make a statement on Sunday?
I'm not too sure which statement you're talking about, Ashfaq, but yeah, once again, if you look at our players, whoever gets an opportunity on a day, they always lift their hands up, you know. We gave Sbu a couple of opportunities also. He was always there doing well for the team, you know. That's something that I have to compliment the players also with the coaching staff, is that whoever gets an opportunity on a day, they lift their hands up. And we spoke about selecting 6 forwards on the bench, and then people, they thought we just want to be physical. They don't understand that, you know what, if you've got forwards on the field that have got fresh legs, you know, we knew Japanese, they're going to push us with ball in play, you know. So the thing is for us is not to have more legs that can be quick on the field. You just need to have more fresh legs. So if you can have forwards that are fresh, you saw what happened in the second half where they went all the way for 50-meter driving maul, you know. So that is exactly what you're looking for on the field. So going back to Sbu and our outside backs, you know, it's all because of the hard work that the guys on the inside, they're doing, because everyone is talking about running rugby. You need to create spaces. You need to create opportunities for those players. So that is something that we think we're finding good balance in our team.
フリーランスの向井と言います。ポーランドさんにお伺いします。いろんな、バックグラウンドを持った選手がいるチームで、それを一つにまとめるのにお互いで気をつけていること、気を使っていることありますでしょうか。
Yeah, of course, there's a lot of different backgrounds in our group, but we spend so much time together. we don't even see any difference in each other anymore. It's really just a group of guys together enjoying each other's company, and to sort of lead those guys in the field is really simple. Each guy just focuses on his job, does it to the best of his abilities, and at the end of the day, that's all you can ask for.
Question to the coach. Earlier in the tournament, there was a lot of focus on Cheslin and his story. What can you tell us about Mapimpi? What his background was, where he's come from, and what his sort of personality's like?
Yeah, it's a very special story to tell about Makazole. He comes from rural areas in Eastern Cape, a place called Cholonga. Normally there, when as a youngster, you probably spend about 10 kilometers a day walking to school. So that is a background where Makazole comes from, you know. And my coaches and the players, they always laugh when I tell this story. In the rural areas, when you kick a rugby ball, your coach will take you off the field. You're not allowed to. You're supposed to run the ball and catch, that's all. So he was never exposed into that sort of game where there's kicking and there's aerial skills and the stuff. So he was always that player who's very fit, very disciplined, dedicated to what he wants to achieve, you know. So when we invited him into our camp last year, we knew that what we're dealing with, you know. We just wanted to make sure that we give him the best possible support to make sure that we improve his game. As you can see now, after it's been 16 games that we've played since last year, and then he has developed as a player. You know, it's a very, very nice story to tell, to say to the youngsters out there, irrespective of where you come from, your background. If you really work hard. You work hard. When your opportunity comes, you need to be ready for that opportunity. So I think I'm happy to see Makazole where he is at the moment, and he's still got a lot of room for improvement. But once again, with the players around him and what we've got in our squad, I see him going far. I'm very happy for him at the moment.
Just at the back corner.
Andre, the recent losses against Wales, what has made them such a difficult side for you to play in the past, and what makes them a strong team to play against in the semi-final?
They're a really quality side. They know what they're good at, and they focus on that, and they're just really relentless in those areas. So they starve you from position and territory, and they enforce their kicking game on you. They take away your set piece. It's really not a game plan or rugby with a lot of flair in it, but I mean it's just suffocating. And if you fall into that trap, they'll just enforce their game plan on you for 80 minutes, and you will probably not win that match. So lately we've struggled against them. We've played them. It's always our last game on Innovier Tour, so it's always after a long season, and it's in the Millennium Stadium. So it's always tough. You never really have all your guys fit and ready to go. So it's going to be nice to play them on a neutral ground with both teams having all their guys, well, not all their guys, but most of their guys available for selection, and to see it's a better team. It's going to be a real interesting chess match. So really looking forward to it. And I think it's going to be two sides tactically really trying to figure each other out and feel each other out for the first 20 to 30 minutes, and then enforcing whatever plan we made in the week, and try to put the pressure back on them, I guess.
How do you negate what they've done in those recent games?
Yeah, it's, we've got a couple of plans up our sleeves. Not going to go into that too much. So we'll see on Sunday.
Okay, we have time for just two last questions, if there are any remaining. Just here in the front row. We'll make that the last question then.
Andre, just your thoughts on the battle with Dan Biggar?
Yeah, looking forward to it. We went at it 4 years ago in that quarterfinal, and I thought he had a brilliant game that day. We really had to play well that day to win that match. So he's a world-class player. I know Anscombe's played for them the last couple of years, and of course he got that big injury. So, but Dan is an unbelievably good rugby player. He's really not scared of the physical part of the match, and I think that's something that excites both of us. So we're looking forward to that battle, and it's just going to be fun to go against him for 80 minutes. He's an experienced guy. He's got big variety of skill sets, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be really fun to do it.
Thank you, Andre. Thank you, Coach Stick. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.